What if I told you most golfers don't struggle with putting because of their stroke? They struggle because of the putter's weight distribution. Not the total weight or the brand, where the weights are actually placed. And that changes everything. Chapter 1. Why weighting matters. When you strike a putt, you're asking the face to do one thing. Stay square. The problem? Very few putts are struck perfectly in the center. Even being a few millimeters towards the heel or toe causes the face to twist. That face twisting can change the direction, your ball speed, and your distance control. That's where MOI, or moment of inertia, comes in. MOI is simply resistance to twisting. The higher the MOI, the more stable the face is on off-center hits. This means your face won't rotate as much, you'll have a more consistent roll, and you'll have better distance control. This also means fewer total 3-putts. Chapter 2. Total weight versus weight placement. Now here's where most golfers get confused. They think a heavier putter equals more forgiveness. That's not necessarily true. You can have a heavy putter with poor weight placement and it will still twist. What matters the most is where the mass is located. And here's the simplest way to understand it. Imagine hitting a putt off the toe. If most of the weight is concentrated in the center, the head wants to twist open. But if more weight is pushed out towards the heel and toe, the head resists that twist. That resistance is the MOI we were talking about earlier. The higher the MOI, the more stability. The more stability, the more forgiveness. Here's another way to picture it. Think of a figure skater. When their arms are tucked in, they spin faster and easier. When they extend their arms out wide, they resist spinning. By pushing mass farther from the center, the putter head resists twisting on mishits. Chapter 3. Standard mid-mallet versus advanced weighting. Take the typical mid-mallet. Most distribute weight fairly evenly, about a third in the toe, a third in the center, and a third in the heel. That's solid, but it's not maximizing stability. When you reduce weight in the center and move more mass to the extreme heel and toe, MOI increases dramatically, and your effective sweet spot widens, and your mishits don't lose as much energy, and they stay on your line better. And even the pros aren't going to hit the center every time, so you can only imagine how much your typical golfer is missing the center. Chapter 4. The TimberTouch Putterworks technology. This is where TimberTouch Putterworks separates themselves from the competition. Instead of evenly distributing the weight, they allocate approximately 43% of the weight in the toe and heel, and only about 14% in the center structure. That's a massive shift towards the perimeter. The center section uses a light metal support structure combined with vibration-absorbing foam. They aren't adding any unnecessary central mass. They're reinforcing the stability while keeping the weight pushed outwards. That weighting system creates extremely high MOI, a wider effective sweet spot, and more consistent ball speeds from heel and toe strikes, and the added vibration dampening for a softer, more controlled feel. And no, being made of wood doesn't mean it lacks performance. In this case, the wood body works with the weighting system to create balance, feel, and perimeter stability. It's not just for aesthetic, it's engineered weight placement for guaranteed results. Chapter 5. Why this matters for you, the golfer. Here's the big takeaway. Proper weight placement doesn't just help with bad putts. It makes your good strokes better. When the putter is stable, you don't need to manipulate it or steer it, and you don't need to compensate for your inevitable off-center hit. Everyone should be able to trust their putter, and having confidence on the greens will change everything. Because putting isn't about hitting perfect putts every time, it's about minimizing the damage when you don't. High MOI and intelligent weight placement is meant to reduce dispersion. They tighten distance control, and they turn long comeback putts into tap-ins. So next time you're choosing a putter, don't just ask how it looks, and don't just ask how heavy it is. Ask where the weight is, because weight placement might be the difference between another 3-putt and rolling it in dead center. If you learned something from this video, leave a like so more golfers can see it. Drop a comment with what putter you're using right now, and subscribe if you want to keep improving your putting. And if you're looking for a putter that checks all the boxes, stability, perimeter weighting, high MOI, and feel, TimberTouch Putterworks delivers on all of those. And we'll see you on the green.